Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. They wouldn't hire me. Let's get started and talk about it. Today I want to chat with you guys about why there are obstacles of me getting hired for a job, and then I'm going to tell you what I can do about it. So I'm going to get right into it. Okay, many of you guys know that I am morbidly obese, so that's number one. Not just being obese, because there are people that get hired that are overweight, but it does affect my mobility and how quickly I move, which may deter someone from hiring me, because if you're hobbling around, they may think that you're not up for that job, especially if it's something that requires you to be on your feet a lot, for example. So number one, my health and my weight, I definitely think, because it does affect my mobility and how I do my job. Number two, I don't really have a lot of marketable skills for this job market. What I mean by that is I know what I know because I've been doing it for 24 years, such as be a project manager, and so I know all about that. But I am not super tech savvy. It's not that I couldn't learn it. I know what I call basics, and I'm not a fast typist. And so a lot of times if you're out there for this job market, especially if it's an office job, they want you to be a fast typist. They want you to be able to be tech savvy and be able to take initiative. It's not that I couldn't learn these things, but what I've noticed about people getting jobs nowadays is many times they want you to take the initiative and jump in, and they don't even do a lot of training. Now some companies do, but I know of folks that they've gotten jobs and it's like they had to almost learn it on their own, and they want you to be quick when you do it. Okay, number three, age. I'm not saying nobody would hire me because I'm 57, but it is a little more challenging to get jobs when you're older, because a company may be thinking, hey, they're older, they may have health issues and whatnot, and they may not want to hire somebody that's older. Number four, I haven't interviewed for a job in years, so I would definitely need to figure out what kind of questions would they ask, like where do you see yourself in 10 years, things like that. Even though I interview well, I'm not prepared for today's interviews. Back when I interviewed, the process was so easy. You never even had to take a drug test. You would just sit and chat with someone. They'd tell you a little bit about the job. They'd see if you just kind of have a talk. They wouldn't even ask you questions like this. And so it was a lot more laid back. Okay, number five, I'm simply right now not fast enough. For example, let's just say I got a part-time job at a grocery store, okay? And a lot of times they'll ask these kids, hey, somebody I'm registered to needs another box of cereal. Will you go grab it or go check a price on this? You see these young kids or even young adults, they'll like run back there and run back. I could just see them asking me, Dawn, would you go check, a price on here? And let's say it's way over there. You got a whole line of people waiting, okay? And here would be me. Okay, that's not going to go over very well. Okay, so I'm not super speedy. And number six, this is the biggest thing. I'm not really great at multitasking. And I notice many jobs nowadays, because of all the technology, they like you to multitask. You may have to answer several phone lines. You may have to work on all different types of software like Excel, Word, and then answer a phone and then type something, and then be quick and work on multiple screens. I'm not saying I couldn't learn to do that, but I'm better when I do one task at a time. Now, you may be saying, well, Money Mom, you do 3 jobs. You're a project manager, you do a YouTube channel, and you do product demos. Yes, that is true, and I feel like I do have the skills for those jobs, and I do a good job at those jobs. But I'm talking the current job market if I were to go out and get an actual job. See, that's the one thing, is when you're at a certain job, like project management, when you do it for 24 years, a lot of times, yes, you learn how to use different software applications, but I'm not out there learning all these new skills because I do the same thing. Same with product demos and same with YouTube. You're always doing the same thing, so I'm not out there. What can I actually do about it? My number one thing that is going to help me is to get my health back to where it was in 2019, where I was a lot smaller, and continue to lose and keep the weight off and gain my mobility back and get my health back to where it was, and then continue on that journey to get better. That's number one. Number two, find out what my strengths are and hone in on that, and learn new skills that would be marketable in today's economy where I would be an asset to a company. That's what I think that would be good. You know, one thing that a company would get from me, and I want to say this, is, you know, you see people all the time calling in sick. You know, I've been scheduling for 24 years, okay? In those 24 years, the only 2 sick days that I've taken is when I was in the hospital with a broken neck. Besides that, I've been there every day. So I'm really good where I never call in sick. So that's really positive. But these are some things that I plan on working on. Let me ask you guys, if you're in the current job market and you are working, do you ever kind of think, hey, if I lose this job, how easy would it be for me to go get a new one? And what skills do I have to offer today's market? I want to hear from you in the comments below. That's all I have to say for now. I love you. I appreciate you. And like always, I'll see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye.